Most people don't realize that our jaws and hips are deeply connected. Welcome back to Yoga Therapy with Ashley, where yoga meets psychology for mind-body healing. I'm Ashley, social worker and yoga therapist, and today we're working with the connection between the jaws and the hips, releasing tension in both so your body can come out of that holding pattern and into something more open and regulated. You don't need to force anything, just follow along and let your body unwind. Grab 2 blocks or 2 blankets and let's begin. Let's begin by releasing the jaw. First, we're just going to take our fingers and massage right at the mandible joint, right where the molars are, top and bottom, and making little circles. You can even use the base of your thumb joint in order to really get in there, but be careful. Sometimes jaws are more sensitive than we think. So it's making little circles. Close your eyes, taking deep breaths in and out your nose. And sometimes this can also induce a yawn. And if you do that, welcome it. Good. Okay. Next, we're going to massage a tiny muscle that's under the chin. So it runs from the corners of our mouth, is how long it is. So you're just going to take your thumb and press into the chin. And it's almost like you're going to feel like you're peeling or pressing the muscle into the bone, and that's going to help massage and release it. So this helps to further release the jaw. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw. We don't even realize it. So just pressing, and you may feel a lot of stress start to release here, especially up into the cheeks, even around the mouth, and just moving slowly. Great. Next, we're going to press the tongue into the side of the cheek until we yawn. Seems simple, right? So you can keep the mouth closed and take the tongue and just press. And you can pause the video if you need to give it some extra time. Usually 30 to 60 seconds is what I give clients. And then we move on to the next thing, because not all of them are going to work as rapidly as we want. And sometimes we need to actually be using all the different vagus nerve exercises, and we find the ones that our body actually can use. So if you haven't already, switch to the other side. Great. Now, one last jaw release. You're going to take your thumb, the base of the chin, and bring the index finger out to one side. You're going to press the chin, about 5 pounds of pressure into the finger for about 3 seconds. And release and switch. And release. You may start to yawn or sigh. That's good. And we're going to do twice each side. Excuse me. And next side. Great. Now let's release the ears. So we're going to just massage around the cartilage. Okay, so we're just massaging around the ears. And now, just choosing one ear, you're going to take your index and thumb, and you take the index finger in the back of the ear, and you're just going to pull straight back. And you're going to be pulling there until you sigh or yawn. And again, you can pause the video if you need to. Otherwise, let's switch to the other side. So index and thumb and pulling straight back. Great. Now, let's get ready for the somatic portion where we're going to release the hips. Let's come down onto our mat. Next, let's meet on our backs with bent knees. We're going to go into the somatics to release hips, coming down to our backs. And you want your feet a little bit further out so you really can't touch the backs of the ankles, but not too far out that they're almost straight. Okay, so just barely touching the backs of your heels. Now to begin, we're going to inhale, big belly, and then you're going to feel this space underneath your low back. When you exhale, you're going to pull the navel in, press the low back onto the mat. Inhale, opening the belly, release that low back. Exhale, pull the navel in, press the low back onto the mat. Good. Just like that. We're going to be here for about 1 minute. So close your eyes. Focus on combining the breath with the movement. Taking deep breaths. If you find yourself doing a little ujjayi breath on the exhale, that's great. Just keep the breath steady. Inhale, open. And exhale, press into the mat. Try and keep the inhale and exhale as even as possible. And if you can, pause at the top of the inhale and bottom of the exhale. Great. Let's do one more. Okay, now we're going to be opening one hip at a time. So on the inhale, open up one leg, the other one stays. Exhale, bring the knee back up to center. Inhale the opposite, opening, and exhale, close. Great. Inhale, opposite. Exhale. Inhale. So we're alternating between legs. Inhale, open the knee. Exhale, close. Inhale. And come back to center as you exhale. Great. Now let's do one more each side. Okay, now we're going to do a release for the psoas. So we're going to straighten out one leg and you want the toes to be 45-degree angle out to the side. And this other leg is going to stay bent and you're going to use that foot on the ground to help stabilize you. As you inhale, I want you to lift the leg diagonally. Exhale, release it down. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And this is to help release the psoas. So it's a deep muscle and it holds a lot of tension from this lifetime and many other lifetimes as well. If you really go deep into it. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Let's do a few more. Good. And then just shake it out. You may feel like this leg is now a little bit like jelly, and that's good. Take a deep breath, just resting here for a moment. Just keeping your focus on your breath. You may feel some tension release up into your belly, your low belly, and into the groin, and that's good. Just a few more deep breaths before I move to the other one. Good. Starting to feel the energy come back. And let's bend the leg that's straightened. And then we will straighten the opposite. Toes are going to go out 45 degrees. And then you're just going to lift it at a diagonal. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. It's one of those exercises you don't really feel until afterwards. The true effects. Obviously, you're working your inner thighs, and it could be a good workout, but it's also releasing a lot of stress and tension that we may not be conscious of. Great. Let's do one more. And exhale, release, and just take a pause. Feel the entire leg, thigh, groin, and abdomen melting, releasing any tension or stress. Let it all fall away. Focusing on the breath. You may sigh or yawn. Sometimes people will shake as well. And the muscles are healing and releasing tension. And just take a moment for yourself to breathe. Great. Now, let's grab a couple of blankets, towels, or even blocks. I have towels today. So we're going to go into Supta Baddha Konasana. So coming down into a butterfly pose on the ground. And we're going to want this to be more of a restorative rather than a full out stretch. So fold your blanket and towel accordingly. And just make sure that it's high enough so you don't feel like you're actually working at this. Also too, if you have any feeling that you need to feel safer right now, I suggest grabbing a pillow or putting a blanket over you as well. So sometimes when we go into Supta Baddha Konasana, some people can experience or re-experience things that they don't necessarily want to, but need to. This is life, and we're gonna bring our feet together and bring our knees out, towels underneath the knees, and then just slowly begin to lie back onto the mat. And from here, you're going to be taking Trimurti Mudra, and you're just going to be placing the thumbs just a couple of inches below the navel. And just taking a few breaths here, feeling the warmth of your hands over the pelvis. Take a slow inhale through the nose and a steady exhale out of the mouth. Again, inhale and exhale. Allow your breath to settle into a natural rhythm. Trimurti represents three forces: creation, preservation, and transformation. As you sit here, begin to notice your breath as a cycle of these same energies. Inhale, creation, a gentle beginning. Pause preservation, a moment of holding, sustaining. Exhale, transformation, a release, a shift. Let your breath become the teacher. Bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, the center of inner awareness. Without forcing anything, simply notice. If thoughts arise, allow them to move through, like clouds passing across the sky. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to fix them. Just return to the breath. Inhale, something new is forming. Exhale, something is being let go. Now gently expand your awareness to your body. Notice where you might be holding. In the jaw, the shoulders, the belly. Without trying to change it, just acknowledge it. And on your next exhale, allow a softening, not forcing release, just creating space for it. With each breath, feel into this quiet balance. There are parts of your life still unfolding, parts being sustained, and parts ready to shift. All of it belongs. All of it is part of your process. Take one more slow, steady inhale and a long, grounding exhale. Gently wiggle your fingers and release the mudra. Wonderful. And just begin to stretch your legs out into the mat. Release your hands and just rise up, arms, taking little stretches all around you. And slowly begin to make it over to one side into a fetal position. And just pausing here. Good. Continuing to feel that warmth in the body, pressing ourselves up, coming into cross-legged, meeting with hands in prayer in front of the heart, with grace and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. When tension starts to release in the jaw and the hips together, the whole body begins to feel more at ease. If this resonated with you, subscribe and hit the notification bell for weekly videos combining psychology and yoga for holistic healing. New videos drop every Friday. I'll see you next time.